Alright, Paper Cut here, back with another replay review, this time of Bacon Thief, who is a gold 2 or 3, forget, French player. He posted on my coaching Discord asking for a replay review of this game, and specifically asking, 1, how did the Russe player get so many units, and 2, advice on the matchup of French versus Russe. So overall, let's talk strategy and matchup before we get into watching the game. When it comes to your fight against Russe, I mean, you're both Cav Civs. I think the way to think about it is this. In Feudal and Castle, you have better military, but he's going to have better eco. And then Imperial, that's bad news bears, because he kind of has more of an advantage in Imperial Streltsy, and his siege is really good. And basically what you get in Imperial is Red Palace. So why is this? Well, your knights are better than his knights in Feudal. You can get the healing buff for them. And then in Castle, your knights also have better upgrades than his, especially if you go the Imperial, what's it called? The one where you can get the special upgrades, so I suggest you usually go Guildhall. And also in Castle, you get the Arbaletier, which is better unit than anything he unlocks, and makes you immediately better ranged-wise. But his eco is better than yours because he has all these eco buffs from the bounty, for wood, and this is just generally going to help him be a little bit ahead of you, just a little bit, because you have extra villagers, but besides extra villagers, you don't get much on the eco side, and so it really just becomes about you protecting your economy and using your military advantages. Now, what's your strategy against Russe? Overall, I think you need to match him TC. Reason being is that's with the Kremlin. He's probably going to go Kremlin. It's going to make it hard to punish a second TC. So if you see him go 2 TC, you should go 2 TC. If he goes 1 TC aggression, you should probably go 1 TC aggression. And that's going to allow you to match him a little bit on eco, and then it becomes about outplaying him. My suggestion is you go all in on knights until you see spearmen from him. Because if you go archers too early, he'll just overwhelm you with knights. 2, you can actually get on the field first. With your School of Cavalry, you can get a knight on his side before he gets a knight out. So you should get a knight out and immediately start pressuring. I think you should generally, and I'm kind of like spitballing this, I think you should generally lean into going 2 TC, even if he goes 1. Because if you can get a knight out, you can delay him getting units out. You should always go like 1 knight and then get a second TC down. And then if he pushes you, defend and let your eco take over. If he goes 2 TC as well, then you have a little bit of advantage of attack. And your goal is just to keep him on the defensive and keep pushing. And then if you're kind of in a stalemate, go Castle to get Arbaletier as your main force there. That's my strategy suggestion. Keep in mind, I have not played a lot of French, but from watching this matchup, this actually should be in your favor. If you look on AOE 4 World, I think French has a slight, if you look at like the statistics for ranked, diamond and above, French has done a little bit better than Russe in this matchup. So let's see how you do. Oh wow, 4 sheep off the bat, very nice. Second scout, because you're against the Russe. Ooh, your deer's up here. Bummer. Oh, kill the deer. So against Russe, especially since you went to scout, you can afford to take time to kill the deer. You need to kill the deer. That's going to slow down his hunt, make it so he doesn't have as much eco on the front side. This scout needs to be already coming back. Like one of your 2 scouts should be focused on killing deer. The other one needs to get sheep and back up here so you're not going to run out of sheep. Yeah, kill the deer. If you don't have the micro to do it closely, just shift click on the, hold shift and click on the deer, and your scout will kill them one by one. You had all this chance to kill deer. You could have killed the deer here. You killed this pack. I think you already got that pack, but this pack and this pack, you actually could have legitimately killed more deer than him, which would have really ruined his opening eco. Good timing. Your opening's clean. No problems with that. See, and then you got this deer back here before you got back. That's huge. You really could have had a big advantage there. Ah, the 3 scouts. First knight's in queue. Okay, so it's so hard to raid Rus early on because of the Kremlin. But you need to do a full scouting circle here. I'm afraid you're going to miss he's going to TC. Which, here's the thing. He put the Kremlin forward. This TC is so raidable. I mean, this stone is so raidable by your knight. But if you don't do... You need to know which civs are the most ones likely to go to TC, and so you're looking at the stone. Rus, super likely to go to TC. You should always check this out at the starter feudal so you know. Other examples include Abbasid, China, Zushi. Who else goes to TC a lot? Japan. And just general, it's a good idea that when your opponent hits feudal, you check all parts of their base. Because he goes immediately into stone and into a barracks. Oh, but you don't check. It's just scouting, man. It's just scouting. Oh, and then he pushes you away. Okay, so if you never see the second TC, that's going to be why he has more units than you, because he's just going to out-eco you in a second. Follow him in there. So you just lost so much time. So at this point, he is about to drop the second TC. He's just waiting for the wood. Now here's the thing. If you don't stop him gathering the stone, you can stop him from getting a good TC position. Because boy, would he love to put a TC here or here. And once again, his Kremlin is super defensive. But man, I think the big thing is you had a chance here. If you're going to go all in, like, and by all in I mean making lots of units and trying to pressure him and not going to TC yourself, you had the opening. He had to pick either gold woodline or he had to pick stone. And he picked gold and woodline. So you had the chance to raid him on his stone, and you just missed the chance. And I don't even think you even know he's going to TC because you didn't scout fully. So that's the first thing here. And I mean, trust me, this is advice I give in coaching so much. The opening scouting into feudal is critical. If you watch high-level players play, they always know what their opponent is doing because they're scouting so closely. And not only that, a big goal of your is to always push their opponent's scout away so that they don't know what you're doing. Where is this TC coming down on? He keeps dropping barracks, so you've delayed the TC by just showing up with knights. So that's good. But you see the barracks now. You should be going archers if you drop the archery range. At this point, I would do double archer range drop. Double, because he's gone pure spear. So do double archer range drop. I don't know if you saw the barracks, but you haven't seen anything else. 2, you have map control. He's in his base. You have to take hunts immediately. Did you ever uncover the boar on your side? Yeah, it's right here. So the second you got your second or third knight out, you have 11 on food. I would put 8 on this board immediately. I would put the rest on deer, because that's going to boost your food eco so much, and then you can just keep rallying to wood, so you can still keep making knights, and you can start just pumping archers. So make sure you're using your hunts as French. The extra food is huge, especially when you have map control like this. I like how you're kind of rotating through the resources. Where is this knight going? Oh, you're sitting at home because it's hurt. Okay, that's fine. I'd rather you keep it around, honestly, unless it's literally 1 health. You're playing so passive right now. You never check stone. He still hasn't got the second TC yet because he's so scared. Which is good. You're doing that very well. You've delayed his second TC by a lot. You're in a great position. All you have to do is just keep massing units. Okay, this should have been a huge red flag for you. Because when you walked with the stone and saw the mining camp, you could have just clicked on the stone outcropping and see he took enough for a TC. No, you can't do this. You are the aggressor right now. As the aggressor, you take space. You should be rallying to here at least. Because you want to be quick twitch response, right? Let's say your knight spotted him dropping a TC right here. Your archers being here means you stop this TC. Your archers being back here means you can't stop the second TC. And oh my god, you've been here this whole time. Oh, no, he can't get this TC down. And you don't even see it because you're not rotating your scout. This is why you keep your scout with your knights and you keep rotating. Is he going to get this TC up? No problem. There's the spears. Don't lose these spears. Don't lose these knights. Dude. Oh, that's painful. Why didn't your scout go with him? If your scout moves 2 inches or just goes to the knights, you see this TC.
See?
But why is the scout here? Like once again, like your lack of information is killing you, literally, because you had all the resources to stop this. Good, you just got on this hunt. That's good. Did you get the? Why are these guys on farberries? That's not great. Your macro's not bad, actually. You've been consistently spending down resources, but man. And here's the thing: even if you did know he was going to TC, you have to know that he's going to run out of food soon. Like, there's just not a lot of food, and he wants to get on hunts. Oh man, that's hard. Scouting's everything, man. Scouting is everything. Knowing he's going to TC, knowing that he doesn't want to put on a hunt, changes this game for you completely. Why'd you go home? Like, here's the thing. You are obviously doing 1 TC aggression. You should not be sitting at your base until you are physically pushed back. I guess you were in a way because he had all those spears. So just, I like the second archer range drop. But you don't have to run all the way back. Just be here. Like, you still want to be able to move in. But you don't learn about the second TC. My fear is that you never learn about the second TC. Make sure you're making out of both archery ranges. Once again, good macro. You're using all your resources. You're spending down. So you see the stone, you have to be asking yourself where the TC is. Like, you need to be searching, and there it is. Okay. So here's the plan. Okay, you're dropping rams, good. Let's say the second to the second TC, it's go time, because that means he has spent resources on a TC and now on units. You should have more units. You gotta kill this TC. My suggestion is you get 3 rams, 2 to 3 rams. If you watch high level games, you know, pros are gonna go in with 1 ram, but that's because their micro so good and they can kind of play around with that. Us lower leaguers don't have that micro, so do 3. 2 to 3, so you don't have to worry about protecting the rams as much. But you need to be pumping villagers, and this is the wrong move. You're going way on food when we know the thing you need is archers. Because he's all spearmen. Look at this. All spearmen and a few archers. If you mass archers, you win this. Easy. Just mass archers. And you've seen that. But instead you macro. This is your first big macro mistake. You macro onto food instead of wood. Think about what you need wood for right now. You need rams, you need archers. You should be 20 on wood, 10 on food right now. Because your goal should become the same. So the second TC, the goal is I have to get this TC right now. This TC needs to die right now. No, don't go in with 1 ram. You can't protect it. You have bills, but you can't protect this. It's not enough archers. You guys gotta get out. And now, and look at your resources. What is more knights gonna do for you here? You know what I mean? And going castle. You could go castle. Yeah, this is gonna push back. He can't kill you with this though. Just be patient. Drop a 3rd archery range. And get wood for the love of God, please. You actually have to. So here's your options. You either double down and commit even harder, or you go stone and get your own second TC, because you know he just dropped that. So you could catch up on vills. But what I hate is you dropping these farms. You still have this deer. You have this boar. In case you don't know, you actually get extra resources, but depending on what resource you're gathering from. So beer are the not beer. Bears are the worst. Yuck. Then farms, then sheep, and then deer and boar get you a lot of food. So you had this boar here, you had this deer here, you had this deer here, and hell, if you kept on the pressure, you could take in that deer. You had all this deer still out here before you have to resort to going farms, which is just wasting wood. And you need wood right now because you need archers. I don't know why we're going so heavy into knights. If you just make pure archers, you win this. Oh, your poor knights is getting poked to death. And his goal is pretty clear. He just needs to delay. Ooh, going at the boar with 4. Long-range stone mining. All not the plan. You want 8 on the boar. And you have to, when you kill this boar, you have to be careful. You have to micro it so you don't lose villagers, or the boar will kill Bill. These farms are killing your eco. I would drop, you have so much gold. I would drop a market and just buy resources. Can't go castle anymore. You can't go castle, you're taking too long. Because his eco's just going to be off the wall now. Yeah, that's game. Alright, let's review what happened here. So the biggest thing for you is, 1, scouting at the start of field will know what your opponent's doing. You missed the second TC for so long, and that killed you. Because you could have berated that stone and delayed it even longer than you did. 2, recognizing my opponent's going second TC, he wants to be on food. Especially on this map. There's just not a lot of food. There's not a lot of sheep. So you have to go on the hunts quickly. Or berries. And so you could have basically prevented that TC. Better scouting also shows that he only has a barracks and you go all in on archers. So that's the first issue, is the scouting. 2, once you saw what he had, which was just pure spear archer, you should have macroed immediately into archers and rams. Instead, you went too heavy on food, so you couldn't produce the units you needed. You went with 1 ram, which wasn't going to cut it, and then your macro got messed up because I think you kind of panicked. So when it comes to why did my opponent have so many units? Because you didn't stop him. He got to sit here in his base and survive, and this TC was desperation. He was out of food. He was running out of wood line. Like, he was running out of space. This TC needed to come up, and you let it happen. So, scouting, committing, and making sure you're macroing to the thing you need. And what you need is based on what your opponent does. If you're going to do 1 TC feudal aggression, you have to respond to what your opponent's making. Pure spear and archer, you just mass a bunch of archers and a few knights, and when your archers burn through his spears, your knights go in and finish the job. I hope that was helpful to you. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you're interested in getting your own replay review, if you're interested in coaching, if you're interested in just asking a question and getting some help, check out the link in the description and join my coaching Discord. It's free, and people have been finding it very helpful. And of course, please like and subscribe my videos, because I'm a small YouTube channel and I need your support. With that, good luck on your games.